Good morning. 2 weeks of not doing this. I'm going on a road trip. I know this is early, and I'm sorry that I didn't say anything. I didn't, but we are leaving to go to Maryland. The girlfriend and I are driving up, and then I'll be continuing on to Maine after that. Peter's flying up tomorrow. But I wanted to get this in because I'm ready. I'm just waiting for her to come pick me up. So I wanted to get something in because it's been burning to me. I mean, 2 weeks. So, gosh, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's gonna. I mean, I like it live. I love to say hello to every single one of you. Anyway, it seems like it's been forever. It's only been 2 weeks. I didn't want to make it 3. So here I am. And my next one will be from Maine. And I'm not going to bring my computer. So I'll be doing it on my phone. Um, anyway, happy Easter, everybody. Yeah, that's what's been weighing on my mind. Isn't it funny that Easter's falling on 420? That's funny to me. It's beautiful. It's a cool thing because Jesus wouldn't have thought it was bad. Anyway, yeah, we were conditioned to believe that pot is bad. That was killing brain cells. Oh, there was so many things they said to keep us from partaking, but alcohol's okay. It's funny because everyone who smokes weed or does any edibles, whatever, they're all happy. You don't find them angry. It's happy because it lessens the ego. It makes the it this is what I've noticed because I love edibles. When Peter and I went to the beach yesterday, we both had one and we enjoyed the day. It not that we wouldn't enjoy it anyway, but it lessens the judgment. And that's what I came to yesterday. When we judge somebody else, it immediately shrinks our heart. And weed or what a THC or whatever the hell it is can get you out of your mind, can get you being present because our minds is made up of the past and the future, which aren't real. They are living in thought, wherever thought is. They don't know where thought is, but it seems like in this dream of separation that we feel separate from God, which is love. God is love. Because we are, the word God and even Jesus was, we have an aversion to those two words because we are taught that there's something wrong with us. And they were the example of what's perfect. So we strive to be perfect because we don't want to go to hell for doing bad things. That conditioning, it just keeps us in a vice grip, keeps us in our head, in the dream, like Alice in Wonderland and my new friend Kat. I, I just, I connected with her that night, the night I met her on Thursday, but then I went to her Facebook page and she was talking about that she posted things about Alice in Wonderland. And it's all about loving yourself. It's all about recognizing that you are love itself. And for me, that's what an edible, ah, ah, it just, I'm not advocating taking edibles, but don't kick your ass if you smoke pot and you do edibles. It's nothing bad that we were conditioned to believe. It's just a plant, and it makes you come back to the now, which is the only thing that's real. Our minds are so programmed to, oh, I don't like this. What did I do? Because I've been with a lot of different people lately. It's been a whirlwind of going here, there, and everywhere. And when you go with somebody, your mind has expectations of how it should go. The word should is just, I always say should is the worst word in the human language. Um, but when you're thinking something should be a certain way, like, what was it? There was something I didn't want to do, but that's what was happening. And I saw clearly, I was not on an edible this time, but I saw clearly that as I go down the road of this shouldn't be and she doesn't need, or what is she, the whole judgment of somebody else, the whole story of somebody else doing life wrong hurts me. We are a mirror reflection of each other. We are not separate. And when you are in a situation where you think it should be different than it is, and you're blaming the other person, oh shit. Oh, I thought that was her. I thought I was going to have to cut it short. Um, it, you are closing your heart down. And as you close your heart down, you don't feel the love that you are. And it's immediate that mind blames somebody else. It's immediate. They did this, and my girlfriend has given me a whole bunch of food, and there's fish and that. So my freezer is now full, which was almost empty. And Peter's trying to find something in there. All that shit we shouldn't take from other people. We're gonna be here all summer long, and I have some good stuff. But it's not anything he's not gonna eat fish. So he's just all that griping and blame, which is making him miserable inside instead of it is what it is. I can find what I need to find by moving stuff around. It's not, this makes it seem like I don't get what I want without having effort. When you let go of all of that, life just flows. I call it in the flow of life. Not resisting, not fighting, not believing the thoughts that it should be different than it is. Because it isn't. It can't be. It cannot be any different than what is happening in the moment. So, acceptance of what is. And I'm not saying that I accept what is all the time. But just by repeating this and listening to this and entertaining the thought of how nobody else is making me feel like shit. It's my own thoughts about life being wrong or shouldn't be. And then it gets all excited about when it's going right or the way it thinks it should be going. So that's the roller coaster of emotions, up and down, up and down. Doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, oh, or, doesn't have to be that. It can just be, okay, okay, okay. This is what is. Okay. It's okay. Soothe it. Tell it it's okay. I love you. It's okay. I looking in my eye saying, I love you. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and told yourself, right in that eye, I love you? And feel it. Have you ever done that? Pretty cool. When you find the love that you are, you don't need it from anybody else. And you see that you are put exactly where you need to be in front of the perfect person to challenge that in you. Because as you resist or fight someone else, you're not honoring the love that you are because they are that same love. They are the exact same love that you are. They're not any different. It's just your thoughts saying they are different. Or if you need their love, need it. Okay, so my mom, when Travis was born, he was the first grandchild, and she needed his love. And he felt it at a young age. And what's the automatic reaction to that? When it feels the need, it feels uncomfortable. And a little kid is in touch with his discomfort immediately. And he's like, no, he was actually mean to her. And I, of course, back then, I wasn't awake like I am. So I reprimanded him for being mean to me. I didn't realize what was happening. I didn't realize that he was feeling that need. She just needed him to reassure her that he loved her and he was her. Because that gripping, that trying to, you know, remind me, show me how much you love me. It's the kids feel it and it doesn't feel good. You just love them from that well of love that you are that never ends. It doesn't end. It's so full up that you just give it away. Give it away. And then it comes back. And if it doesn't, that's okay too, because they're not taking anything from you. Isn't that the coolest? It's the coolest just to love who you are. Love who you are. Love that little boy and little girl that didn't feel good enough, that didn't feel like it could do anything right for the adults. So it started playing small and trying to fit in, trying not to rock the boat. But no matter what you did, you rocked the boat. So the message was, I'm wrong. There's something wrong with me. That's why everybody fights to be right. So, was it Dr. Phil said, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Being right is not happy at all. Needing to prove, especially with your spouse, that's the biggest one. Needing to be right. Let it go. I've been watching. I've been watching Peters and my. It's so fun. You get in patterns that he says one thing and you react, or you say one thing and he reacts. It's if you just watch it and smile instead of the reaction is from like I did something wrong or something wrong with me. You don't have to come back with that. Just watch that alone. It's fun because you can laugh. You can laugh at the situation instead of taking it serious and defend and fight back. It is a history at the beach, although it's much easier when you're on an edible. For me, anyway. I have a viewer who's here. Jimmy! Hi, Jimmy! In the flow with LT so much. Happy Easter for you too. Happy Easter, Jimmykins. I'm going to be up in the cold. I'm prepared though. I'm prepared to get up there. Yesterday we were at the beach all day. It was close to 90, I think, but the wind was blowing. Didn't feel like 90. The water, we didn't really get in the water. I have turned into a complete. When it's cold, I can't get in the water, even though the water was absolute That that blue, that turquoise. Just love it. Siesta Key is the best. The sand doesn't ever get hot because it's so white and fine. We were watching somebody put up because it was gale force winds, and this family showed up, and they wanted to actually. It was too funny. The guy was the guy who, so he was a black dude, and his wife was the granddaughter of this elderly gentleman. Not too, I don't know, maybe he's in his 70s. And I'm seeing them struggling, him and his, everybody's struggling except for the pregnant wife of the black man. And they had two kids, and she's pregnant for a third. And they're trying, the elderly gentleman's that, so the black guy is his I think it was Ricardo. He had a really cool name, but I can't remember it. But they were trying to hold this thing, put this thing together, but they put the top on first, and it was catching the winds. It was hilarious. And I said, if that thing lets go, it's coming our way because we were downwind of them. It was going to, we were going to be hit by this thing. And then Peter goes and says, yeah, they said the number one thing, the killer at the beach or whatever, is things coming out, umbrellas or whatever, going coming out of the sand. So many people's umbrellas just freaking collapsed or turned inside out. It's freaking funny. Anyway, so they were struggling hard. So I said, do you guys need some help? And I just went over. They didn't say yes. I just went over. So I'm starting to go in wherever I was needed. And then I said, Peter, get over here. We need more help. So between all of us, the he did not want to let go because I was like, I I don't have a good feeling about this. If this comes out of the ground, because most people have the ones now with the put sand in the bottom. This just had these little cords to hold it down. This thing was a freaking parachute and it was huge. So let him know that I was not comfortable with this at all, but he was determined to get it done. And I started, the elderly gentleman, his name was, as soon as he started talking, I'm like, he's from New York because and he's like a mafia guy. He was so freaking funny. I said, you're from New York. And he goes, did you say Brooklyn, honey? Anyway, so he's like, I'm sorry about this. My son-in-law, when he gets something in his head, he's got to do it, and he won't let go. And he was worried about how we were feeling. I said, it's no big deal as long as this thing doesn't take flight and land on us. And we stuck with it. And he, so he said his name was Joe. I said, of course his name is Joe. So he found out that Peter was, and I'm Lori. And anyway, it was fun. We just got that thing done and it never went anywhere, even though the freaking wind was. So he ends up going, because Siesta Key is a huge beach. Just to get to the water is a good half a mile walk in sand. And this guy is older. And oh shit. Honey, this is Christina. Hey, yo. Okay, no problem. I'm doing my video. Take your time. Okay. Yeah, I can feel the relief in your being. Yeah. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. All right. See you soon. Love you. Anyway, so Joe ended up walking all the way to his car, and then the parking lot's even bigger. And he comes back with an envelope, and he puts it in front of. He stands in front of us because we're back at our chairs by then, and he goes, "I got this for you." He says, and I'm not going to take no for an answer. And I'm like, it's five $2 bills that have not been circulated, and they're all in succession. The numbers are all in succession. Pretty cool. I had no idea. We still don't know Peter looked up, tried to figure out what was worth or whatever. But that he paid us $10 for doing that. He didn't have to, but I hugged him, and we all day long were shooting the shit back and forth. And he's like, "Get your ass in that water." I said, "No," but I did. I ended up going up to my waist because I had to pee, and I wasn't walking all the way. I wasn't walking all the way back to the things to go pee. Anyway, so shit. Another gorgeous day here. Look, there is no clouds. It's been beautiful. The humidity is 36. There's my hands were actually dry yesterday. It was so cool. Look at that. Oh, there's two birdies. Such a gorgeous day. Again, the breeze. God, I just love being here this time of year. In the summer, I want to be up north. But we're going up north right now. We're going to hear the peepers. Have not heard the peepers. And that's Taylor. 5 texts. 6 texts. 7 texts. Taylor Woodberg. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. Well, I actually wanted to talk. Another thing was about the Jesus thing and how our minds are so averted to that word. You either accept him or you fight. It's like, Jesus. Most people, but he wasn't somebody who was judging us. He showed us the way. Kindness, caring, love for everyone, not for just certain people. Because when you love anybody, really love somebody, I'm not talking romantic love, I'm talking love from your heart. You have a good story about them. If you have a bad story about them, you don't love them. But the thing is, that's why it feels so bad inside, because we are all that love that we're trying to seek out there in cars and houses and clothes and shopping and drugs. The thing is, that edible really does make clarity. There's not so much, because our patterns of thought, you have a thought and then it goes into a pattern, down a hole, and you can just sit there, just feel it, the reaction to all these. The heck is that? Reaction to all these things, all these little things that the mind goes, "Ooh, I don't like that." Just like, okay, just now, I hear something. Peter said he wasn't going to put the TV on while I do this, and I'm hearing something going. So there's automatic blame, automatic. And the minute there's an idea he's doing something wrong, I feel it. I feel it here. This is a commitment to yourself. This journey of looking within is a commitment to loving yourself. And as you do that, you start truly seeing the innocence in everybody else, because you see the innocence in yourself. Well, I don't remember when I started this, but it is. Oh, oh, oh. Good morning, Cynthia. Happy Easter. Good morning, Margie. Happy Easter to you guys. I had to start early because we're going on the drive and Christina's not ready yet. So I am. So Peter's like, just start it now. Because I really didn't want to go a third week without it. And I wanted to say happy Easter to all of you. Anyway, so this was basically about Easter and it being 420. How funny is that? And all the judgments we have in our minds. And I saw clearly the minute you judge someone, actually, you don't feel the love that you are. posted it. It came through so clear. Aww. Taylor and Angel took pictures of Eli, his first Easter that he's actually involved on Facebook. Let's see. Whenever you think poorly of someone else, in reality, you're blocking your very own love. I'm seeing that so clearly because those thoughts come up. We're innocent in our thoughts. We have no idea. It's constant. That ticker tape is constantly going. But you can become who you are, the love that you are, the light that you are, can be aware of those thoughts. You don't have to go down the patterns with them. I mean, it's not like you can't, because it's going to happen, but it's possible to look at them and realize that's not me. That's not who you are. They are connected to the little me, the Lori, the Cynthia's, the Jimmy's, the Margie's, that's connected to that me, that little me who needs to fight for love, basically. That's basically what it's doing. It's fighting to be worthy of love. We need other people's love so much, and if it doesn't work, or if you see somebody else seemingly getting the love, what about me? What about me? It's always, what about me? Poor me. Whenever you hear that saying, what about me? Poor me, you know that's not you. That is that judgmental mind thinking, the poor victim of life, and it's constantly comparing to others. That's the worst. It's constantly comparing. Watch it. Constantly looking at somebody else and, oh, I don't. It's usually coming up short or better than. And either one hurts. You're not better than and you're not less than. You're just a being. You're just being. Imagine if we all came, so recognized the light, the love that we are. Can you imagine this world? There would be no fighting. There would be no beauty industry where these people inject their lips to, they inject their faces to try to be worthy. What? Gosh, it's just, there would not be $1 billion. We wouldn't be overeating, overdoing anything. We would just be okay to be ourselves just the way we are. We're the only ones judging ourselves. We project it onto other people like they're judging us. But the real reality is we don't want them thinking like we're already thinking about ourselves. Whatever you're trying to keep in secret, whatever you're trying to hide so nobody else knows, that's holding you hostage. It's keeping your heart behind a cage that's not loving you. You are so precious. Every single one of you is so stinking precious. Just like all the babies you look at, you see. They feel so good how precious and innocent they are. You're still that. It's only idea that you believe you're this me that can do it wrong and is separate from life. You're not separate. You are the same thing. That's why it feels so good to go in nature. You see the birds, you hear the bird. What? I have not heard a bird this morning. That's weird. Usually they're so loud. Isn't that weird? Huh. Anyway, yeah, we're not separate from any of it. And when we believe we are, when we're fighting life, not flowing with it, a bird, a bird, they flow. It's in sync. Fish, They're in sync. They're connected to. They're just flowing with it. Imagine if we were all loving ourselves and flowing with life. Oh, I can't even fathom what that would look like. But I know it would be something. There would be a drastic change on this earth if everybody recognized the love that we are, the light that we are and have always been. It's just a thought saying I'm separate and there's something wrong with me. And when somebody makes it like Peter in the freezer saying, throwing things and saying, why do we have all this stuff in our freezer? That's uh, that's the innocence of him. Didn't take any of it. It's just a. I know, I know. That's the patterns that we've been in, and I'm breaking the patterns because I see the innocence. It's just the mind. It's not who he is at all. It's not who he is. I see him as divine, just like everybody else. And when I don't, I hurt. Period. When I don't see someone as divine, I'm hurting. It's a tall order, but it's doable. And not that we're doing it either. All that's happening is you're entertaining these thoughts by being here, and it starts changing on its own. There's nothing, we're not the doers. We are not doing anything. We are, these bodies and minds are reacting to what's happening here. You have a thought, and then it moves this body. Meanwhile, the love that we are is watching it all happen, like it's on a screen in front of us, like we are the projector of the screen. We are projecting everything. That's a cool way to think about it. As that we're just the projector. It's coming through, and we're not doing anything wrong. And neither are they, because we are all one. There isn't really a they out there. The they is just a reflection of me. Meanwhile, the light, the love just sits by and watches it all unfold. And it will use this for a little bit. Never know when it's done. Never know. Could be 5 minutes from now when this body drops. We have no idea. When you watch, because I love listening to near death experiences and their little stories of what happened, they didn't see that coming. All of a sudden, boom, car accident, heart attack, whatever. You have no idea what the next minute's going to be. So that's why we need to live it. Live and enjoy it. Good morning, Maria. Good to see you here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's going to be, I started it early because I didn't know because I'm going on a road trip to Maryland, and then I'm going to fly from Maryland to Maine on Tuesday. But Peter's flying tomorrow to Maine. It's direct shot. We'll be on the road again. Been on the road a lot in the past month. But it's fun. So fun. I love road trips. So much fun. Okay. I think I'm done. Happy Easter to every single one of you what does that mean? Happy Easter. Just remembering what the innocence of us, which is what Jesus was trying to teach us. Remembering the innocence. He taught it in a big way, but it got kind of Anyway, I love you. Mwah. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Sunday from Maine.